Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I was like, what day is it?
It is. I had to remember too. For some reason, I was talking to someone today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, so like I had to do this on Tuesday, today."
Yeah. No, I was like, oh yeah, it's on. I don't know why, but this week feels like it's taking a lot longer. I don't know.
hmm
But hello, welcome to Sprints. I'm only going to be talking for a couple of minutes because my groomer just texted me and said, "Hey, Schmidt's going to be done in 10 minutes."
Like, all
So we're
right,
going to
I'll
jump
take
into a
the vlog.
sprint pretty quickly. But what are you up to today, Leandra?
I am not sure what I want to do. I'm either going to continue reading Wayward Souls because that kind of skeleton,
Yeah.
like on the front, is also a bit of a building, and the Strange Beasts had that as well.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, this will count for the prompt,
Yeah.
perfect. Or I'm going to edit. So I just need to transfer the files and get that done. That's probably
Right.
where my mind's at, though.
That's fair. I did that yesterday.
hmm
What am I reading? I can never remember the name of this
What are you reading? Yes.
book. It's not one that I own. Now my Kindle is being dumb. I think it needs an update, so it's not listening. I'm gonna be reading Excellent Start by Zoe Shea, which is actually an author that I've worked with before.
hmm
Um and I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna read your book this week for a vlog. And she's like, "Oh, send me the vlog when you finish it." And I said, "Only if I like the book, because if I
Yeah, you're
don't,
like,
you will never know."
yeah, you will not hear from me.
But it's supposed to be like a cute but spicy sapphic romance with like a witch.
I would say with like the hexcellent hex,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can get behind
She has
like
her
witchy
series are
romances.
so punny. It's like it's Spell You Later. I can't remember what the second book is, and then um uh Excellent Start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great though. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely if I'm reading like kind of like a paranormal supernatural romance, I do like witches being in there. It's fun.
Yeah. And her artwork is so adorable. So I'm excited. I'm hoping I've never read anything from her, but I'm really hoping I like it.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think and if you think it could be a type that I could enjoy because I have enjoyed, I mean, this is cozy, but I liked the like Irregular Witches, the Very
Oh
Secret
yeah, yeah,
Society,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
series. And I also want to try it's the author of Servant of Earth. I've enjoyed her romantasy, but I know she also has like a witchy demon, like How to Date a Werewolf or something. What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And why can't I remember her name either? The author of Sarah Hawley?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
But
want to try
I
her,
know what book you're talking about. I just can't remember the exact name.
but it's like a long title. All of
Yeah.
them are kind of long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um Team Geronimo's taking shots over here.
I guess I'm reading. Apparently, I'm reading.
Reading the Marriage Effect. Nice. Doing a reread of Love Hypothesis. Nice. Hello. Starting Rec for Geronimo. We have a lot of Geronimo in the chat today.
Do.
I'm not sure how much reading will be done tonight because I'm doing a class assignment. Also, still in the last prompt. Listen, that's okay. Also, you're a spoiler, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just over 50% into Wayward Souls. There you go. Not enjoying it as
Twins.
much.
Mhm.
Are you not enjoying it as much as book one either?
You know what? I am enjoying it equally. Like I wasn't in love with Strange Beasts. I think I gave it 4 stars, which I did thoroughly enjoy it. It just felt like a bit of a debut to me. This
Mhm.
one may be reading more as a debut than the first, which I think is kind of interesting. I think the character, you know what it is? People are going to have our time with the character work, even though the monsters, the Irish setting, the plot is
Mhm.
excellent. It's just that I think that we're having a hard time with some of the internal conflicts between the characters. It's like there's enough external conflicts. Do we need the,
Right,
internal
right, yeah.
stuff, you
Is it
know?
a trilogy or will it be a trilogy?
We don't know. It wasn't even guaranteed that it would be a series in general. I felt like it should be a series, so I wasn't really surprised when Wayward Souls was announced, but we don't really know how many books are going to be in the series.
Right. I'm just thinking because a lot of times with trilogies, the second book tends to be like the weakest of the
That's
series.
true.
Also, I hope you're loving Beneath. I grab some tissues, maybe a punching bag.
Prepare for maybe some reading slumps after. I think people have been saying that where they're just like,
Yeah,
how do I compare this to any other book
Yes.
afterwards. Yeah.
Team Alan Z, reading Codename Charming. Nice. Figure out where my library books fit for sightseeing. Nah, that is the struggle sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Repping Team Pandorica. Nice. So you gotta do the adulting things first.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting while my windshield gets fixed at the dealership. Fun. I don't know why, but that's always so expensive and it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to the Vanishing Cherry Blossom. Very nice. Team Torchwood. Oh, I hope you're enjoying the Poet Empress. Reading Sunburn and Gay the Pray Away.
That sounds interesting.
I am
Yeah.
intrigued.
Yeah, you're like, I see what the author did there.
I see what they did there. Reading the Spectacular. Nice. Side quest book is done. Need to finish my League 7 book. Nice. Trying to work on it, but I've been distracted. Side quest, sightseeing, same thing. I like the idea. It's fine. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, there's no chaos today because my state is on fire and therefore I have a migraine.
Yeah, there's enough chaos outside, unfortunately. This is our safe zone.
They literally told people like don't go outside. Like it's like we've dubbed it on Threads the old timey Western filter.
Oh no.
Because it's basically just like
That's how
sepia
bad it
outside.
is. Yeah, like you look out and you're like, do I need to clean my windows, like my glasses?
No,
Like,
truly, like my car like has like dust, like it's not ash, but it looks like ash. But we're not close enough for it to actually be ash.
yeah.
But like outside my window here, I can normally see not just like the mountain range, like I can see rocks on said mountain or that close, and I can't see it today. It's just like this filter.
Yeah.
Gross. It's gross. So yeah, we're not having any chaos today because I am I can't focus.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, I posted all my stuff for authors this morning and I was like, I was gonna film. I'm not going to. I am going to read and just not do anything.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, you need that.
But I am going to put us into a sprint so I can go pick up Schmidt. So I will see you all in an hour. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
How was your sprint? I went and picked up Schmidt, and he's being very dramatic because, they cleaned his ears.
He's like, no, not the ears.
He's a drama queen.
Yeah, not the gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we think of. I ended up
back.
going ahead. I'm juggling 2 buddy reads at the moment, which I know is probably like, what am I doing? So I ended up checking in with my one buddy for Jamaica Inn. And then I decided to edit, and I just in the nick of time finished editing all of my vlog footage that I've had thus far for my current vlog. And so now I'm like editing as I go.
That's a genius move, honestly. I should be doing that, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, I go through phases where I edit as I go, and I'm like, I am so impressed with myself. And more often than not, though, I'm like, oh, why didn't I edit as I went? Because I have all of this footage that I'm just staring at my face. So yeah, and I see that comment, Vanessa. You know what? Now that I'm up to date, you know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna read.
I'm gonna read even harder.
Exactly. You know what? You haven't seen me. If I have the audio for this, I could go 2.5 speed, dare I say 3, just to spite you. I don't have the audio, but in spirit.
If you had the audio, you could edit and read at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. You guys would be seeing me.
You wouldn't be able to comprehend either one of the things, but you could do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd probably need the camera off because you guys wouldn't be able to handle me. Like I would be like zooming around the room.
It's like that meme of Puss in Boots when he's like reading really fast.
Yeah. Or like how you can watch YouTube at like a faster speed. People would be like, "Oh no, did I put this at 2 times speed?" And it's like, no, that's just me.
Leandra is at 2 times speed.
Exactly.
Yes. It was. I went out when I went to go pick him up, and it looked a little bit better once you get into town. I think it's because we kind of are in like this little bowl. And so it like looks worse in our basically in our yard, but then because I had to drive over the freeway, and so you look south towards Salt Lake, and that's where one of the fires is over by the university. And I was like, oh, that's just smoke, just all smoke.
Oh gosh, the worst.
Husband watching football, perfect time for his friend. Very nice. Hello, reading Greed City Wars, decompressing after work, important. I'm dealing with an Amazon issue right now, and I really hate Amazon right now. as normal, but for some reason, so my author re-edited a book because she changed some of the formatting so that it was like, instead of being like third person, like where you could jump between the points of views, it's like one chapter is each person's point of view, more in line with how Romantasy is, because she wrote it in more of like an epic fantasy style, but like the Romantasy readers are confused.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
So she like reformatted the whole thing. But I guess because like the first initial jump did so well, Amazon just printed a bunch of copies. And so even though she changed the ISBN, they're still sending out the old copies. I was like, it's a different ISBN. They shouldn't be able to legally do that.
Yeah. And it's like, of course, Amazon would be like, oh no, we don't want to we went ahead and made all these copies. And it's like, but that was on you.
Like, that's on you. That's not on me. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and because this author goes and looks at her reviews when I told her not to, she's like, I don't know what to do. They're still complaining about the point of views, and like people are confused, and I fixed it. They got the wrong book.
Yeah. Oh, so frustrating.
So, yeah. Love Amazon so much. Getting distracted. Started about 9:45, almost done with it. It's 1:10 minute. Nice. Yes, well, we're still here. Reading Black Sun for a sightseeing book. Sorry. And diamond painting. Ooh, fun.
Nice.
I've been like itching to like diamond paint another book cover, and I'm like, I don't have time for this.
I know. And it would be a good time to be stressed, though.
Well, and to do it, like to do a book cover, you're doing like, you have to get like the individual colored diamonds.
Oh, so like it's not like a print for you, like you're designing.
Yeah, no, I just like take the cover and I do it on the cover. That's how I did it for the 2 that I made earlier this year.
Wow.
Which is great. You just have to like when you go to buy the gems, you have to like basically color match and be like,
Sure.
and then you get like a ton of one color when you're like, I needed this for this much stuff.
Yeah, this tiny
And I have
amount.
so much of this orange gem. Middle of A Court of Mist and Fury. Nice. Going between The Murder of Roger Ackroyd and The Long Way Home. Nice. 30% through. Reading the final exam. I'm done with the assignment. Yay! Mostly listen to music and did admin stuff. You know, adulting. It sucks.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be like Vanessa and say, yay, no reading. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Andy's above
I wish I
that.
could read. Yeah. I'm going to, what is it? Turn the other cheek or whatever.
There you go. There you go. She's just like, I already know, you know, it's fine. Finish my 6. See, it's fine because you got a 692 page book. Leandra doesn't need to read.
Exactly. You guys got this. Al Z, you guys don't need me.
Fed the Cats got to page 500 of The Will of the Many. Nice. Made it to 91% of The Marriage Effect. How are you doing? Is that which one is that? That's the third one, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? This is such a good book. This is my favorite book of hers. And you need to read the Ward Sisters series next. Because it like the first Ward Sisters book kind of overlaps with The Marriage Effect. Trying to get back into the Ragpicker King, but I woke up from a nap. I needed to keep unpacking. That was a dense book. I enjoyed it, but I loved Swordcatcher, and then I didn't reread it when Ragpicker King came out 2 years later. And I was like, I don't remember that this character even existed.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, nice to meet you. Because
yeah, right? You're like, oh, you're a main character. Yeah, right. Yeah, I should have known this. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nice.
Huge chunk of my book read. Reading Big Little Lies. Nice. Reading 2 books this week, Tainted Cup and Fool's Errand. Those are some dense books.
Yeah.
Finished my homework for today and hit page 319. Only read 1 page. That's okay. Had a phone call, did some texting. Yeah, gotta do some things. Gotta do things. Exactly. Hopped in instead of 40 minutes, read a good 66 pages. Very nice. Just started the sprint of Swords and Starlight. Ooh, that sounds fun. Thunderstorm raining here in Minnesota. Yeah, could you? They were like, oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. And they're like, oh, fantastic. And they're like, it's gonna thunderstorm, so lightning, which
you're like,
was just gonna start more fires.
Yeah, you're like, okay, can we hold? Like, I'll take the rain, hold like an order.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to order some rain, hold the thunderstorm.
Hold the lightning, please. Green City War is on pre-order and it's on its way. Oh, there's also a Barnes & Noble pre-order sale this week, FYI.
There is. And so I think there's a Barnes & Noble pre-order sale, and then isn't like bookshop.org getting prepped for like free shipping at some point? I don't remember when.
That's this week too, because they're doing like basically they're just doing like anti-Prime Day. Because it's Prime
that makes sense.
Or whatever. And so you can like they're getting a bunch of sales. And so bookshop.org is doing like free shipping, I think. Target is doing, not that anybody shops at Target anymore, but it is a thing. And then Barnes & Noble is doing their 25% off their pre-orders. Which I think is absolutely hilarious that they dropped it today, because then you couldn't pre-order things that like, because if it came, most like things they start on Mondays, they did it today so that things that came out today, if you ordered it yesterday, wouldn't be 25%.
Yeah,
off.
you can.
Like, I see what you did there.
They are very careful, I think, with when they do it. And even like, I think sometimes if it's like due to ship quite soon, like you can't pre-order, like you can't even pre-order if it's like this week, I thought, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I've
done it where like it's a week out.
Okay.
So like not this time, but like in the past, I've done ones where it's like, oh, this was supposed to come out next week. Like I think the Alexis Menard book comes out next week, and it's on the pre-order sale.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can try. I don't know if I'm very good at
I was like,
taunting, though. I
Leanna
don't know
doesn't
if
really taunt. She just wins.
exactly. I leave it
She
all
just
on the
lets the
court.
statistics speak for themselves, and they can taunt you
That's
yourself.
right.
Pre-order Green City Wars is through Powell's. I love Powell's. Have you ever been to Powell's?
I haven't. I need to.
It is an entire city block of a building.
Sounds
It is
glorious.
so, and it's in Portland. So like,
and I want to go to
best city in
Portland.
the
Like I've
world.
never been to Portland, and that sounds like such a cool city to visit too.
I used to go quite a bit for work,
Mhm.
because when I was working with Ecolab, and they didn't their specialist in Portland was on, like, when I got hired, was on disability leave, because he had like knee surgery or something, and so I kept going out there like basically every other week,
Yeah.
for an entire summer, and I was like, this is the best thing in the world.
Like this is like I'm not gonna complain about this.
Nope. And then they sent me to like Madison, Wisconsin in August, and there's a lot of humidity in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Like I gotta take the good with the bad, don't I?
I was like, can you kind of go back to Portland?
Yeah.
I think this is
And
for you.
I am. I'll say I'm only through chapter 4. So like I think the ebook says I'm like 20%. But I am liking it. You know what it is? It's got that dark gothic setting. It's reminding me of like Wuthering Heights for those who so like also toxic family dynamics and romantic relationships and that type of thing. So definitely keep in mind it's a bleak book, but the atmosphere is really beautiful. And if you like Rebecca, you're gonna like Jamaica Inn.
Work is over. Snuggling in bed. Getting back to the stars are dying. Nice. Got the new arc for Dian Hoxa, Clock Realm Chronicles. There we go. I can read. Based on Alice in Wonderland, but not. Interesting.
Okay.
It right. Powell's being your local bookstore is such a flex.
Yeah, can you imagine the dream?
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna walk down the street to Powell's.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's your local? Oh gosh.
Right. Yeah, no, it's
Someday.
it does rain a lot, but you know. And it would always, because I would fly out on Sunday and then I'd be there the whole week and then fly back Friday. And it was always Friday that it would stop raining. You're like, thanks.
Great.
As
Not
I'm
necessarily
leaving.
when I need it. Yeah. It's raining because it's gonna miss you. It's like goodbye, Bree. Ooh. So I haven't read it myself. I probably started in a weird place because I ended up reading Service Model, and then I went on to like Children of Time and that type of thing. I think that it does lean on the scienciness, and that is very much typical of him. But I don't know. I haven't read it, so I don't know if it's a good place to start. I do have the arc, which is sad because that means I should be able to answer this question, Jen. So thanks for unintentionally calling me out. I wish I could help you. I'm sorry.
So this is a really complicated question because it is not a happy book, but it will get you out of a slump.
There we go. Yeah, you'll be like crying as you say, "Think the slump is over."
You might go back into the slump afterwards because of how good the book was, and nothing will compare. But like it's a fantastic book, but not by any stretch of the imagination is it a happy book.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Been to Seattle a couple times. It was sunny both times. I was disappointed in not experiencing the rain. Yeah. I've been to Seattle a couple times. Once was nice. But I was only there for like 24 hours. And then when we went to the last football game, it was in December. So like it was pouring rain for the game. Fortunately, like our seats was like, it just was over like the overhang of like the next row over. And so we weren't getting dumped on, but there was about 3 rows up was where like all of the rain is just like pouring down on. I'm like, so sorry for you guys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's a first book in a series, so it definitely like ends with like questions. But it is like, I think it still has like a hopeful ending for sure. It will definitely work for Legate. Currently 81 in Seattle where I'm at right now. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, not too
Honestly.
bad.
Yeah. Because you probably have like sea breeze. It's great.
I would
So
also
yeah.
say with this as well, like the problem with Tchaikovsky is that so many of his books are so different.
Mhm.
Like Shroud is like kind of like this like dark, like almost like horror sci-fi journey. And then like Service Model is a bit cozy dystopian, like hope punk. And then there's Children of Time, which is like epic space opera. Like there's just I don't know. And then you've got Alien Clay, which is more like 1984-esque dystopian that's like quite dense. So really everything that if you don't like it, I always tell people you got to try a different Tchaikovsky because
Yeah.
he really does have very different narratives
There's
across his
there's
series.
so many authors that can do that and they do like different genres or different subgenres so well. Like T. Kingfisher is another one that like
True.
I don't
Mhm.
like her fantasy stuff. Like her more like fairy tale retelling, but I really enjoyed her horror.
Mhm. Yeah.
But most people like have the opposite opinion.
Mhm.
Nice. Definitely have a summer. Yeah, it's been several years since I've been to Portland. Um, yeah. Staying home from pottery class tonight because my husband got us sick. Oh no. Well, I hope that you are feeling better. Keep meaning to read Children of Time. That is a book.
It's so good. It's so good. I've
That's a
read the first
chunky
3
book.
books. Yeah, the first one's
Yes.
my favorite in that series though, actually. But I think that that's maybe not typical as well. So,
All right. Should we do another sprint?
yes, let's do it.
This will probably be our last sprint because in about an hour, Derek will be getting home and the dogs will be crazy. So this likely will be our last sprint. So, but I'll see you in an hour. Hello, welcome back. I got to page 64. So I've read 64 pages in these sprints.
Nice.
It's a very cute book.
Wait, how long is the book?
280, I think.
Oh, okay, sure. So, yeah, you're making like good progress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Nice. Ended up switching back to Wayward Souls. And today I was supposed to read 3 chapters. I've read 2 and I'm on my 3rd. And I'm 2/3 of the way through, according to the ebook. So I'm actually quite close to finishing the book.
Nice.
Mhm.
That is exciting. Also, Crystal is here. Used to live here for recent leg and doing a rush clean around the house for Island's surgery tomorrow. I didn't know she was having surgery.
Yeah, no, me neither.
You just had like one thing after another. But also, congratulations. That is a load off of mental load. 5 of 6. Nice. Read more of Paradox Inc., my arc, and some more of The Winter People. Very nice. Made it to 50% of Hunger of the Gods while waiting for kids. He said that's a chunky one. Read 13 pages, getting easily distracted. I feel this. There was definitely a moment where I was just like sitting here in my chair because it reclines, and I was like, I'm just gonna lay here for a minute.
Yeah, for me, I would like start thinking about stuff and I'd realize like my eyes like blurred because I'm not focusing and I'm like, oh
yeah,
come on, Leandra, focus on the
I was
words.
like, I'm just gonna not do anything for a minute, close my eyes.
Yeah.
I finished The Marriage Effect, 4.5 stars, jumping back into Last Night at the Telegraph Club. That's another good one. Read like 20 pages. Nice. Read more of The Will of the Many. You're almost there. You're getting close. You got a
almost
good
at that
chunk.
100 pages mark.
I was like, I feel like that last 100 pages is really like where it amps up. Have you read this one?
No, I DNF'd it.
So fair.
Yeah, I think I like read like 150 pages and it was I know it's an adult novel, but it was feeling very YA because I know if I was like a 17-year-old boy and there was like quite a few tropes that you find in YA. So for me, I was really struggling.
That's fair.
But I know a lot of other people love it.
Yeah, I like it. 3 stars. So it wasn't like a favorite of mine, and I didn't continue the series, but I do know a lot of people really love it. And the last 100 pages or so really did kind of like make me go, maybe I could continue the series, but like it took so long for the second one to come out that I was like, I don't remember anything that happened.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
I finished The Faraway Inn. Very nice. Got to chapter 2. Excuse me, 70% into The Incandescent for my cover read. Nice. All right. Well, that's going to be it for us today. I believe Monica has friends tomorrow? Question mark? I don't remember. There's a schedule.
Yeah, there's a schedule. It's fine.
A schedule in the Discord. I don't know. This week kind of got messed up and things got moved around a lot. So I was like, I think there's friends tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.